Okay, so we've got a truly interesting situation, which I don't even know how to explain this one. I don't know what's going on. I mean, part of it I can explain from a business standpoint why they would do this, but the other parts, I'm left scratching my head like, why is Sega doing this? I have no idea, but we are going to get into all of this right now. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and hopefully 70,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. This video is sponsored by Boom Slingers. Now, Boom Slingers is a 1v1 action game available on iOS and Android. In the link in the description below, you can make your own combos with over 50 collectible weapons, and you can play online multiplayer where you can battle in real time. Not to mention, Boom Slingers has an active and wholesome Discord community. Join and chat with other friendly players around the world. There's even weekly events with exclusive prizes, so make sure to download and join me playing Boom Slingers now. So what am I talking about now? It seems like Sega is going on a delisting spree, getting rid of past Sonic games from stores. Now we're going to talk about the classic shit first, and then we can move into the other shit, basically. So we've got this tweet from Tracker TD, and it says, and there it is, the digital versions of Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3K, and Sonic CD will be delisted on May 20th. No platform specifics other than ages Sonic 1 and 2 are surviving the purge, but I suspect this targets Steam mainly via Sega PR. And we can look at the image here of the PR email, and it says, Sega announced today that the company will delist the digital versions of the standalone titles that will be featured in the upcoming game Sonic Origins on May 20th, 2022. This will include Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD. There are a couple of exceptions. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 will remain available via Sega Ages on the Nintendo Switch, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will still be playable via Sega Genesis on Nintendo Switch Online Plus. So far, there's no confirmation as to whether this includes mobile, so I guess we'll find out soon enough if those versions are going to be gone. And there's more games, we're not finished yet, but I just want to quickly discuss this one. Obviously, Origins is coming out, and companies love to do this shit. Rockstar did this shit with the GTA trilogy games when they were making the remasters, and it's like, yeah, I guess you could argue that it could be confusing to have multiple versions of the same game on one platform, like with Sonic Origins coming out. But I think this one hurts the hardcore Sonic fans more, because from what we found out, it appears that the classic mode of Sonic Origins is not even using emulation, right? It's just the remade versions of the game, the Christian Wired versions of the game, but forcefully cropped to 4:3 and with the lives kept in. So if you want to play the original ROMs, there will essentially be no legitimate way to do that on these platforms that don't have Sega Ages on them. And of course, you could just download the ROMs using an emulator. I'm just saying, legitimately, there'll be no way. Like, I guess I already have those games on Steam, so I think technically you should still be allowed to play them if you already have them. I think that's how Steam works. I think Steam let you re-download games that have been removed as long as you bought them before they got removed, but it's a slippery slope, man. And especially when like fan projects like Sonic 3 Air, which I think Sonic 3 Air is still going to be the definitive way to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles personally. Obviously Origins will be the most convenient way, but I still think Sonic 3 Air will be the definitive way, and that relies on having the Steam version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles to run that, because they want to be legitimate or whatnot. They don't want to include the ROM. I think they should just, you know, let you play it without that personally. It's like, I know they're trying to fight against piracy and shit, but like, let's be real, it's just Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I could buy that shit for cheap. Like, I'm not trying to circumvent paying, but the point is, I get why they did that. As for Sega, they want all the people to buy Origins, and that costs significantly more. There's been debates about whether it's overpriced or not. I'm not going to get involved in that debate right now, but the point is, they're charging a lot more for Origins than they did for, say, Mania, or even the same amount that Forces charge. Arguably more if you get the digital deluxe version. And if they've got cheaper versions on the store, it's going to confuse people who, you know, see it cheaper and think, oh, let's just get the cheaper version, and Sega don't want that. So I can see why this has happened. People are upset about this naturally, but honestly, I never played the classics on Steam. Like, I tried them out, but quite frankly, I just turned to emulation because it was just simpler than using that whole Genesis Classics thing that they had going on with those games. I mean, again, Sonic 3 Air exists, Sonic 2 Absolute, Sonic 2 Community Cart. Like, there was no reason to use the Steam versions personally. So to me, this is not the biggest deal, but I understand why people would be upset by this, because in terms of like the best ways to play them legally on PC, I think those were it. But you know, but there is more, because a bunch of Sega games are also leaving PS Now next month, including Sonic CD. We can see from the forum here, it says, thought I would start this thread as this is a common occurrence with PS Now. More games leave the service than get added. A lot of games leave that had no leaving date, and Sony gave no warning. morning. And you can see there's a list of games that left in February, March, April. I'm not going to reveal those. You can check the link in the description if you're invested in that. We're going to focus on May because that's where the Sonic is. You can see there's a lot of games here. Someone has already compiled the list down to just the Sonic games because that's all we care about in the world. And this is the list we get. May 3rd, Sonic CD leaves PS Now. On May 17th, we get the true D-list apocalypse here, and it says Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, Team Offline Racing, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2, Sonic the Fires, which I need to play Sonic the Fires. I have never played Sonic the Fires, Sonic Generations, and Sonic Unleashed, which, if you know how PS Now works, Sonic Unleashed was the only way to legally play Unleashed on PC because, you know, PS Now works on PC. And I actually made a video playing Unleashed on PS Now years ago, and people got mad at me because I said Sonic Unleashed could be played on PC and they thought it was a port and it was streaming. But the point is, I mean, this is a bit of a doozy. And just to clarify, Sonic 06 technically was on PS Now in Japan. I remember I made a video on that as well. It was pretty hard to get that running because you had to have a Japanese PS Now account and pay for it with, you know, Japanese yen, and it was hard to get that shit running. I remember. And I assuming if they're moving all their shit off of PS Now, then it would include that for Japan. So, you know, like I look at the full list of May games that are leaving, and other Sega games are leaving as well, like Nights into Dreams, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Alex Kidd and Miracle World, which is a game that's not the greatest. I mean, I covered it on my non-Sonic channel, link in the description, but yeah, they are going ham on the delisting right now. Now, to clarify, the games that were still available on the PS3 store will still be there. They'll just be removed from PS Now, which, I don't know, maybe the contract with Sony ended. It could have something to do with the PS rebrand, that's what people are saying, but removing ways to play Sonic games is a bit annoying to me because it's like, especially games like Unleashed that just never got like proper re-releases. Maybe they're finally gonna re-release some of these games and they're just like, you know what, let's start removing them. I don't know, but they didn't remove it from the PS3 store. I mean, how many people are accessing the PS3 store right now? I mean, people got PS4s, PS5s, you know, they probably just left it there because most people aren't on that shit and thought, let's take it off PS Now because everyone can access PS Now if they got any recent Sony console or even a PC. So let's just remove it from there. I mean, they can't be removing it because they're ashamed of the games, right? Because Generations is on there, so they're not ashamed of that. Is it possible they're finally going to put their remastering caps on? I mean, we're in the PS5 Series X generation, and I'm sure Switch 2 is going to be with us in a few years. They're probably thinking it's time to make money off these games again by re-releasing them on current gen, right? And if PS Now allows you to just stream them, it might deter people from being able to do that. I mean, looking at this list of games, I mean, there's plenty of opportunity for making fresh money. Like, obviously, like Mania was on PS4, so you could just play that on your PS5, and obviously Xbox got great backwards compatibility. Same with Forces, same with Team Offline Racing. But as for Adventure 1 and 2, Sega definitely make money off of re-releasing them. Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2, I mean, someone will buy it, right? Sonic the Fighters, I mean, I guess in a collection, maybe not standalone, but, you know, it deserves support. Generations is a PS3 era game, so that can't even be played on PS5 without PS Now, right? And then, of course, Unleashed, the one that probably would sell the most out of all of these. If we're talking like re-releases, like Unleashed, like 4K 60 FPS, like legitimate. Unless they pull the Adventure 1 and 2 remaster in one pack, then it's like, okay, checkmate. But yeah, man, only time will tell. We don't know what Sega's plans are. They just could be removing it because their contract with Sony ended. They didn't want to renew it. I don't know the situation, but let's hope that we get these games in some kind of legitimate form soon. I want ports of the games that I enjoyed. Otherwise, if they take too long and RPCS3 gets a 60 FPS patch for Sonic Unleashed, then it's a wrap for you, Sega, because then I'll just play it there. Well, it's not really a wrap because I'm a fucking sucker and I'll still buy a Sonic Unleashed remaster even if I could emulate it because, you know, I'm buying Origins, right? And I've already listed better ways to play those games. So here we are. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Sega is on that port copocalypse. D-list copocalypse? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. Do you think it's fair for them to remove the classic games, the original version? Well, CD's not an original version, but like Sonic 1, 2, 3, and K from Steam, just so they could sell Origins to you better or easier? Are you upset that Sonic games are leaving PS Now? But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Remy out.